Ladies and gentlemen, Microsoft just wrapped up their July event to showcase the upcoming games for the Xbox Series X. Frankly, I was pretty impressed. In fact, when I compare Microsoft's showing to what Sony has shown off so far, I'm kind of leaning towards Microsoft having had the stronger showing so far. Traditionally, I've been a Sony/Nintendo person, although now as a PC gamer, I'm taking more interest in Microsoft. But all that being said, traditionally, Microsoft never really spoke to me directly like they have been lately. This event was really good for me. So I figured what I should do is I should name my top 5 games from that event. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean top 5 games that were newly announced, but my favorite 5 games that they showed off in this video package. Now, look, I'm not a Halo guy. I'm not a Forza guy. So I'm not going to have those in my list. So if you get to the end and you're like, oh, where's Halo Infinite? I don't play those games. I'm sorry. I never did, and I probably never will. They don't really do much for me, so you're not going to see those. The 5 games you're going to see are the 5 games that I am the most excited about learning more about or about playing in the future. This is my top 5. If you disagree with it, you're allowed to do that. That's totally fine. So we're going to do this in inverse order, all right? So my least excited to my most excited. All right, so number 5 is first. Number 5 on my list is the sort of one more thing shocker at the end of the presentation, and it is Fable. I'm not going to lie. I have never played a Fable game in the past. I am not traditionally a fantasy sort of game player. I'm not a big Skyrim guy, which will be weird when I talk about another game on this list that I'm actually excited for. This sort of game doesn't really usually speak to me. RPGs are hit or miss. But I've always liked what I heard about Fable, sort of the ability to choose which way your story goes. So I'm excited to see in a world where we can have these big open sorts of games, what a next-gen Fable game is going to be like. Number 4 on my list was one of these trailers that you didn't know what you were looking at until the very end. This trailer was really cool. It was really gritty. It's gorgeous. If the game looks anything like this, then it's going to look amazing. But that is State of Decay 3. I jumped into the State of Decay franchise at number 2, a couple few years ago. Enjoyed it, played it quite a bit, enjoyed the co-op aspect of it, generally enjoyed the game. So if we're going to get more State of Decay, more of that sort of thing, it's going to look better. Like I said, the co-op stuff is really cool. I'm into it. I'm excited, and personally, I thought this was a very good trailer. This sort of zombie reveal here at the end, I thought was quite well done. You get the hunter looking through her sight, seeing a dead wolf, of all things. And what is eating that dead wolf? But, of course, a zombified deer. Is there anything more terrifying than a screaming zombie deer? I think not. Number 3 on my list is Avowed. This is a game by Obsidian, who showed off another game on my list, which is quite shocking that a studio that's never really made anything I've wanted to play has 2 games on my top 5 from this event. What I feel like I'm seeing here kind of makes me laugh. There's a group of people that think that Fallout New Vegas was the best Fallout game. That, of course, was made by Obsidian. So, of course, Obsidian just made Outer Worlds, which basically was what if Fallout was not super buggy and was kind of more lighthearted, more fun. What if now Obsidian is saying, hey, we're going to make our own Elder Scrolls game now. We're going to do the same thing for that sort of game as we already did for the Fallout sort of game. And honestly, the trailer, look, draw your own conclusions here, but it sure does look like they're making a sort of Elder Scrolls game, right? A first-person fantasy type game. I'm excited to see what that might be like. Now, number 2 and number 1, you could probably interchange them because I'm probably equally excited for both of these. This was the shocker to me. This game looks kind of ridiculous. This looks like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids mixed with some sort of Minecraft / State of Decay. I don't know exactly what to call this, but you appear to be a group of children who have been shrunk down to the size of insects and this appears to be a survival crafting co-op style game. And man, I am into it. I like the way it looks. I like the idea of being a bunch of children in a backyard exploring. You're flying on little seed things. You're making houses out of plants and fighting beetles and spiders. And man, I don't know what it is about this game, but it's going to be in early access in just a few short days. So expect to see more content about this game in the very near future on my channel, because I will be playing it. This looks like it is tailor-made for me and my friends, right up our alley. I am super, super excited about this silly looking game. And last but not least, as I said, this is number 1, but it could have easily been number 2. Rare is a studio that I have loved since I was a child. You got to go back to Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong Country. I love Rare, all right? So when Rare makes a game, I'm always excited. I want it to be good. And guys, this, first off, is gorgeous. I love this art style. This puts me in the mind of something like the Dragon Prince. Something furthermore that I really like about it is that this game appears, maybe I'm totally wrong here, but the interaction with the animals, there are these games like Monster Hunter that I kind of want to play, but I'm kind of a big baby, and I don't want to go around just killing animals for no reason. Like, I don't like those missions in games where you have to like hunt and so forth. I don't like it. I'm not a hunter. I don't like hurting animals, you know? I can kill fake people all day long. They probably did something to deserve it. But like a deer or something, it's just being a deer. It doesn't know any better. So a game where you're interacting with these animals and you're coexisting with them, you're cooperating with them, it almost seems as though you're going out of your way to save them and heal them in certain instances. Is Rare making the antithesis to Monster Hunter? Are they making Monster Saver? I don't know. That's almost what it looks like, especially when you get to this final scene here with this injured, dying, some sort of deer-looking thing, and this group, they appear to come together to try and save this animal through some sort of, I don't know, some sort of witchcraft. So I don't know. Like, it looks really interesting. I'm hearing that it's an open world game. Clearly, they're hinting towards some sort of a cooperative style play. And I'm into that too. Is there going to be combat? I don't know. What is this game? Frankly, we just don't have any idea yet. But what I have seen is intriguing. I think it looks really cool. So yeah, that's my personal top 5. Like I said before, if that's not your top 5, that's great. It could not be your top 5. That's totally fine. Let me know what is your top 5 though. I would love to hear more opinions about what you guys thought about this event. How does Microsoft look? How are they stacking up against Sony right now? Do you agree with me? Are they looking as good as I think that they're looking? Leave those comments below. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs. If you loved the video, a sub would be fantastic. Check out our website, scaryifliteral.com. You can see more of our videos there, as well as ways to reach out, talk to us, find us on social media, as well as our podcast, which is called Revived. I host it with, it's basically me and my wife. We talk about video games and movies and so forth. Actually, right over there is where we do that. So check that out as well. Like I said, scaryifliteral.com. So yeah, thanks for watching. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.